guys, and welcome to another mysterious recipe with me and her. So today we are back to our Coffees of the Month series, and this is one of the ones that has the potential to be maybe a little hit or miss, but we're going to try to make it more of a hit, which is our October Gathering the Grapes. The grapes in coffee isn't really a flavor that I generally want, but we're going to try to incorporate it in a way today that it is enjoyable for everyone
and desirable.
And you can let us know at the end if we succeed or not. So let's get started. Today's is going to be pretty quick. We did a little prep last night. This one,
we're going to pop that
won't have a whole lot of assembly. So what we did for our grape note, we didn't really want to mix grape juice or anything too much like that into the coffee itself directly. It didn't really seem like it would go well together. So we took 1 cup of grape juice, put it in a small pot on the stove, heated that over about medium until steaming and just about to reach a simmer. And then add 1 tablespoon of unflavored gelatin, stir like crazy for about a minute so that your gelatin doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot and burn, because you gotta scrap everything and start over. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
I might have burnt the first batch and stunk up the whole kitchen, and then spent 15 minutes scrubbing out my pot after.
That sounds nice. So
anyway,
that wasn't my kitchen.
Once you stir consistently for a good minute so that the gelatin has dissolved, put it in a nice relatively wide container for the amount of jelly that you have. This is probably what, like a 10 by 8 or something. Like a good standard 9 by 9 baking pan is a good size. You want something where you end up with a pretty shallow level of your gelatin, so about like a ½ inch or so, because we're going to be treating this kind of like the fruit jellies that you can get in boba. Let's get into it. Alright, so what do we want to do first?
I don't know, you tell me.
Let's go ahead and cut this up into really small cubes, something small enough to fit into. We've got like some wider straws here.
Are we getting overhead on this?
We're going to, yeah. And so we want to cut this into probably like 1/4 inch squares if possible. And you don't even need like a real knife. A butter knife will be enough to do it. Just whatever you have on hand.
I have a real knife.
Don't point that thing at me.
Don't point that thing at me!
While also we have this overhead set up, let's get a little nail cam because people are catching snippets and they are super cute right now.
Ooh, my little Western themed nails.
Very cute. I did
homage to maybe a certain game
that I did just obsessively replay last weekend.
Did my nails inspire you?
Just as good. Okay, maybe it was like a week and a half ago. It was about the same time you had me thinking Western. So yes, Shadow Ranch, definitely just as good on the 20th replaying as on the first. Still love it. Alright, so we have our grape jelly cubes prepped. We are also going to take, so for this one, we're doing a instant coffee. And haven't we used this before in something? But I can't remember
Not
what.
this, I don't think. But if
I feel like we've talked about this coffee before. Maybe it was with something else or to
I've
someone.
used it for Dalgona, but not for our videos.
Come on, focus. There we go. So this is our favorite instant coffee to use.
It's really good in Dalgona coffee. Delicious.
And we're going to be using this as the coffee in our drink today. And we're kind of going to do this a little bit different. First of all, we are going to make, instead of a sauce to drizzle on our coffee, we're going to make a coffee to drizzle on the rest of our stuff, kind of. We want to take,
Dalgona.
yeah, we want to take, let's see, about 4 teaspoons. We're doing 2 servings. And then we're heating a little bit of water. We want some pretty hot water to help this dissolve really well. And we're gonna add about equal amounts of hot water, right? Or no, actually I was gonna do a little bit more so we reached a better sauce texture when we're done.
2 tablespoons of hot water.
We're gonna let that soften up for a second. And then we're gonna put one more thing in here before we beat, actually. Which is gonna be what really brings in the magic today. Let's get a close-up of this favorite thing that we love. For the total amount for 2 people, this is, just for a disclaimer, this is gonna be a pretty sweet coffee. This is gonna be more of a dessert than anything else. We're gonna want 3 tablespoons of this per person. Since our tablespoon measuring spoon is dirty, let's go ahead and measure out 1/3 of a cup, which is 6 tablespoons, and then we're gonna put half of that in our coffee, not the whole thing yet. So 3 tablespoons in the coffee for 2 people. This is going to help it create a thicker sauce, and it's also going to keep the coffee a little more of a smooth flavor. Gracious.
I'll go on later.
All right, let's go ahead and beat that all together and just try to not spatter it on ourselves.
I'm wearing light yellow. You have fun.
Smell that. Does that not smell incredible?
Ugh, I think that's what heaven
Alright,
smells
well,
like.
so you're like largely off screen.
I was hiding from your spatters.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm trying to talk about
So-
the smell of heaven.
It does smell like heaven. Okay, we have our coffee sauce. This is gonna get drizzled all around the inside of our cups. We've got some nice clear cups today just so you can see what's going on when it's all assembled, and we're gonna split that about halfway between the 2. So this sauce is really where the magic is happening, and we don't want to waste any of the goodness, so we're going to use the same bowl with the rest of our sauce to mix up the rest of our base, which is going to be equal amounts milk and vanilla ice cream.
There's ice cream in
Grab that.
this?
Yes, that's why it was so good. That's why I said it's basically a dessert.
I didn't realize how unhealthy I would be.
2 people. We want 1 cup of each milk and vanilla ice cream in here. This one was specifically labeled as the one that's like soft scoop, and I figured that would be easiest. But it kind of feels like it's more airy, so I'm gonna put a little bit over a cup's worth. Just because this does feel a lot more airy than just a regular vanilla ice cream. Definitely a lot more airy than I'm used to my ice cream being. We're gonna beat that up again with hopefully minimal mess. And that milk is gonna spatter a lot more easily. Huh?
Here, you do it.
It's broken down a little bit. We're also gonna add the rest of that cookie butter in here to really keep everything cohesive. We're really just beating that until the ice cream is melted into the milk and the cookie butter looks pretty evenly blended down. That looks pretty good. We're going to take some of our grape jelly and put a nice sized scoop of that in the bottom of each cup. Get our layers going. And however much grape jelly, just kind of measure with your heart there. Probably about like a third or so of this batch per cup. And the last thing to do, let's throw that in there, split it between the cups. You do not have to add ice in here, but these cups are pretty big as far as capacity goes, so I'm just going to add a large ice cube each to finish filling these up. Hopefully they'll fit without me having to melt them down a little. No, they will not. Let me melt that down a little.
Let's try it!
Alright. What do we think? Going in.
Well, I
Initial
can't.
thoughts.
There we go. I was going to say I can't stir it, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm gonna loosen up the lid to stir.
Our ice cubes are making it a little difficult. It has nothing to do with
Yeah.
the coffee.
Well, you can take the ice cube out, but the coffee, I feel like this is such a sugary drink that you really don't want to fill this to the top with just the mix. You need ice to fill up your cup without overdoing it. Yummy.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay, honey.
Lucas distraught. It was so good I fainted. And I distraught the dog. She thought I actually was hurt. I'm sorry, Luca. Which one's mine?
The one with the bendy top. Mine is the straight straw. So the combination to me of the grape jelly and the cookie butter kind of reminds me of like those little jam thumbprint cookies that we haven't made in forever and ever.
I don't remember those.
If you like threw those in a cup of coffee. We've made them once or twice. We haven't made them a lot of times.
It makes me wanna dance all night long.
Well, it seems to have achieved the goal of helping her perk up after a long day of work for the rest of the night. Now if she's awake at 2 a.m., we know who she'll be blaming. We need actual thoughts about the flavor though, not just dancing to it.
Isn't that enough thoughts in and of itself? This should answer any questions y'all have.
I'm halfway done already, and most of this that's left is my ice cube.
It's so good!
Very chuggable.
Like, what is that flavor? Heaven?
Close. Cookie butter.
Mm.
With coffee.
Mm.
Did we have a winner?
We got a
Winner! Grape Juice dinner!
We better call Professor Hotchkiss.
Oh. Winner! Coffee dinner. That's the best kind. I think that is the ultimate girl dinner.
Coffee. Emily.
What?
Be one of them.
It is for me. I'm not just coffee, obviously, but. Now,
It's enough to make a grown woman cry.
if you don't have wider straws like the ones that we're using today, try to either cut your cubes up smaller, or if you're having a hard time cutting smaller cubes, take like a fork with decently wide tines if possible. Just like a good sized fork, and just crush up the jelly a little bit smaller so that it's small enough that you can suck it up through the straw. Otherwise it'll kind of bog you down. I am feeling the sugar hit right about now though.
I just need some time alone with my coffee. Just need to enjoy it. Are we at the luau with our coffee?
Maybe.
Nuck. It's the only thing I have.
Obviously we cannot do anything else until we finish chugging these. This is a like takes all your focus sort of drink. And that includes for the most part reviewing, unfortunately for you guys.
So we are just gonna let y'all go so we can have some time just chugging our coffee, which you're already done with. Alright guys, it is absolutely delicious. It's a must try. Meet us back
We
here.
need some more reviewing though. Like give us at least a little bit of reviewing. Other than just
give the
dancing.
review. I have nothing else to say.
Other than
I already said it's delicious. It's heavenly.
does it have notes of sweetness and
It has notes
It's
of
buttery.
divine food from it's manna, maybe. I don't know.
do we feel like the grape works in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we feel like it's better with the grape than it would be without? I think it depends on if you're going for more of like a cookie, like the grape.
I don't know.
Print.
I don't know
The like
if
grape
it's
filled
better with the grape, but it's definitely not worse.
So equally good at least, and then depending on if you want a little fruitier, it's a fun twist. Honestly, that would be fun to try with like different flavored jellies in it, if you weren't just trying to stick with the grape note.
Like strawberry.
We are reaching almost the end of our Coffees of the Year series. All we have left is our November, because we didn't start with our December one last year. And for this one, we know it's going to be hazelnut, something with hazelnut. We do know that the coffee shop did have a hazelnut syrup on hand, so we might be doing something with that. But yeah, so we're not 100% sure what our November coffee looks like, but let us know down below if you have any requests or something a little bit more fun, unusual, interesting to try with hazelnut, or what your favorite way to have hazelnut and coffee is. And as always, we'll see you next time with another coffee
Or food video. Who knows?
Until then,
Bye guys.
bye. Mystery time.
There's a mystery.
Alright, we've got our nice freshly kettled water. And we're just gonna throw that in with our hot coffee.
Nicely fresh kettle.
And let it start. Yes, nicely fresh kettle.
Okay.
Have you never had freshly kettled water?
Tell me what you want. What you really, really want. Oh.
Are you serious? The Grapes of Caf? I told you that the other day. You didn't believe me.
No, you said the grapes of wrath.
No, I said like the Grapes of Wrath.
I'm weak in the knees. I need my coffees. Makes me wanna smile. Makes me wanna dance. Makes me wanna sing a song in a trance. Coffee, coffee.
Alright. So we are
singing for.
You know, when we finish our It's Up to You as Nancy Brew, you could do It's Up to Me as Nancy T.
I don't know if that makes you videos. Might be less interesting.